I would redraw it with a Sharpie, and I had it continuously on my arm for over a year. Ted's Nerd World says, "Did you know you would have a magnificent mustache?" Absolutely not. I did not. I had a mustache since as soon as I could grow one, which was maybe a year after high school. So like just before I got my bachelor's, I had a mustache, but I had the beard in my senior year. Just a little goatee. I couldn't grow anything on the sides. But I always wanted a mustache, and it was one of those in things in high school where people had like wristbands with mustaches on them, like shoes with mustaches on the side. It was just one of those really cool things. Like, I don't know, if someone had like a Kool-Aid shirt or something. It was just the in thing. And so I actually, in youth group at church, we were like fighting with Sharpie markers to like mark each other's arms. And I got a mark on my arm that looked like the perfect curl of half of a mustache. It was right on my elbow, on the outside of my elbow. And one of the guys was like, "Oh, that looks like a mustache. Let me finish it." And he drew the rest of the mustache. And I thought it was the coolest thing that every time it would start to fade, because it's a Sharpie, it lasts for 2 or 3 days, I would redraw it with a Sharpie, and I had it continuously on my arm for over a year. And so if you look back in family photos from that time in high school, there's a mustache drawn on my arm. It was like this big too. It was huge.
That's fantastic.
So to answer the question, I did not have any idea that I would grow up to have a mustache. I actually grew out a yeared, like just letting your beard grow for a full year and seeing what you have. I made it about 10 months just because it was way too scraggly on the sides. But I decided to keep the mustache a little longer, and I messed around with different waxes and stuff, and I was like, "Hey, this is actually kind of cool." Which is about the same time when I started the YouTube stuff, just a little over a year ago, and people seem to like the mustache, and so I just kept it, and now it's my brand, and I don't think I can get rid of it.
Dude, it's awesome, man. I mean, it's one of those things that it just seemed like it was meant to be. I mean, I love the branding on your channel. I mean, especially the logo, like on the coffee mug and everything. It just looks so awesome. I think that's hilarious too. That story that you had the drawn mustache on your arm. It's like it was the
literally in family photos. It's there. Yeah. It was foretold.
Foretold on an inner elbow.
Ancient prophecies foretell of a YouTuber with a mustache on his arm.
Oh man.
But I definitely can't get rid of it. When I first started curling it, I just did the little curl in the outside like most people have. Most people that have mustaches that are longer have just a little bit of curl on the outside, and my wife didn't like it at all. I was like, just let me keep it for a little bit, and then I found the mustache wax that I use now, and now she wouldn't let me shave it at all. My daughters, I think I've said this before on my channel. I asked my daughter, should I shave my mustache? And her face is just, no, Daddy. If you cut off your mustache, I will call the police, and they'll take you to the hospital, and the doctors will have to fix it. So don't do it.
Yeah, we have the technology. They can put that back.